Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kurt Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Boy, Chris, just watching this first play, this battle with the line of scrimmage in such a big game is going to be fascinating and go a long way in determining who wins this game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense. Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the Yellow Jackets will have to kick it away. Punter comes out for the first time today, looking to pin him back. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. They've got him. It's a sack from the defense. This middle linebacker can play all over the field. That's how they bring him in the blitz, and he gets home.
Yeah, usually you think of this middle linebacker as kind of a sideline-to-sideline player defending the run, but here the timing and the instincts as a blitzer coming right through the middle of that offensive line, and he gets to the quarterback.
Try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Some hard running there through a tackle. A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They go backwards on that 3rd down completion. Sets up a 4th down.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball, does a good job of bringing him down short of the 1st down.
And they'll kick it away here. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The Yellow Jackets pick up enough yardage for a 1st down.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a 1st down.
And that run, good for 1st down yardage. The drive moves on. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Catch made on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
A running back who could take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
And the Yellow Jackets lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
The completion makes it 2nd and short. They'll run it to the right side. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Yellow Jackets come to the line in a hurry up. Looking to throw it from the red zone. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the left side. Defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's 4th down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
The sack sets up 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
After consecutive losses, we need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And they heave it deep downfield. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Powering through. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. First down and 10 now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes a quick grab.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. You know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Close to the tight end. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Caught quickly. He's tackled inside the 35. Picks up a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the Yellow Jackets looking to keep this drive rolling. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Yellow Jackets will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Lets it go quickly. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. They'll spot the ball near midfield at the +49.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That run picks up 1st down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Second down play coming up. We go with a direct snap. As the first down is still going. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Kentucky. There was no stopping him.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Bringing pressure. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Wildcats. He's going to score. A punt return for a touchdown in a playoff game. That's a moment we're not going to forget for some time.
We won't forget about this one, and I don't think I'll ever forget the blocks that helped get him loose to be able to score this touchdown. He's going to get a lot of the credit. When they go back and watch the film, I think he's going to give an assist to the entire unit.
And it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get this second half underway. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Eludes the rush. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. 4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Inside the 10. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Kentucky.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on 4th down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. He'll hand it off. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The back's got it. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Looks right for a quick completion. Touchdown, Wildcats. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And that pass falls incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?